Weather Manipulation, Devastation and Mitigation. Dr. Michio Kaku, born January 24, 1947, is a renowned theoretical physicist known for his work in string theory. His books like Hyperspace and Parallel Worlds make intricate concepts accessible to the public. A fixture in TV programs and documentaries, he discusses technology's future and space exploration with enthusiasm. His knack for bridging complex science with public understanding has cemented his status in the scientific community. In this TV program, he explains about the unconventional weapons developed for weather manipulations, earthquakes, eruptions, snowmelt, hails, rain pour, droughts, fires, and more.
Change the weather?
That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well, instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts.
Go ahead.
Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds. I mean, did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War, to wash out the Viet Cong. Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged to.
Alleged to, right.
Yeah.
Now, we realize that for decades now, these governments have been alleged to have experimented with weather control, but nothing conclusive. This time we're bringing in the laws of physics rather than simply waving our hands and uttering mumbo-jumbo. We're actually using trillion-watt lasers now. And in the laboratory, sure enough, they precipitate rain out of water vapor. Sure enough, you can actually bring down electricity down the beam. Firing trillion-watt lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions, and these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and...
Is not important. I need to get this message out. This was not a natural disaster. This was a direct energy attack on the people and the place of Maui. If you know what lives there, what descendants live there, you know why. And you know why it happened on 8/8. And if this is not something that you believe, it's time to stop being a sheep. They came in and they took control. There were trees standing and the buildings gone. This system, this weather system, came in from the mountains, from the east. That does not happen. They were not telling people anything. They were not letting people in to help. And they were letting people go in to get burned alive. There were people burning alive in the streets. There were people dead in the water. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of people that died. What they're telling you in the news is not true, and I lived it firsthand. I sat with the people. This is not to bring fear, this is to educate, because there is darkness that's being hidden. And soon people are going to see. I know now why Gaia sent me there. And I am going to use this platform. There was no warning. There was no nothing. Please boost this post. I want everybody to see this. Don't give a fuck about me. I want everybody to see this. What they're telling you in the news is not what.
These technologies utilize excessive water in the atmosphere like bullets, which are evaporated due to poor agricultural practices. The man-made floods of 2022 submerged a significant portion of Pakistan, impacting one-third of the country and affecting the lives of 33 million people. The deluge inflicted severe damage upon water systems across the affected regions, compelling over 5.4 million individuals to depend exclusively on polluted water from ponds and wells. This flooding event resulted in the loss of numerous lives, livestock, and vital agricultural land. Crops were decimated, livelihoods shattered, and the economy dealt a devastating blow. Adding insult to injury, hailstones as large as 150 grams pelted down from the sky, further ravaging the already ruined harvests. Through the widespread adoption of PQNK practices, we can effectively alleviate the impact of floods by facilitating the absorption of water at its point of impact and recharge aquifers.
देखो भाई जी, अज साडे नाल बारिश आई है बहुत ज़्यादा, भी घट्टो घट्ट 50-50 ਉਂਗਲਾਂ होनी है जी। बागां दे विच पानी खड़ गया फुट। ये आपां जिहड़े बैड बना रखे पिकनिक ते जिहड़ा आपां कर रखिया बाग नूं, इहदे विच सिर्फ नालियां 'च थोड़ा थोड़ा पानी है ते इस जगह ते बिल्कुल भी पानी है नहीं गा। देखो तुसीं जमां वधिया, मैं जिहड़ा चप्पल पा के इहदे उत्ते चल सकदा ते तुहानूं मैं साडे पड़ोसियां दा बाग विखाउणा जिहड़े रवायती तरीके नाल कर रहे है, वो भी दिखा देना भी की हाल है। इधर देखो बाई जी, खाले खूले जिहड़े अद्धे होए पे है, इधर वेखो किन्नू शिन्नू सब थल्ले आ गया बाग दा, मुड्ढा नाल पानी खड़ा है फुट घट्टो घट्ट। ते जिहड़ा बैड ते बाग करन दा बहुत ज़्यादा बेनीफिट होया है। लोग बाई जी अखी वेख के भी यकीन नहीं करते, जे इस बाग दे विच कल नूं बहुत तेज़ धुप्प निकलदी है ना, तो इन्नी भड़ास निकलेगी तो इहदा किन्नू मेरे हिसाब नाल भी घट्टो घट्ट पहले झटके 20% थल्ले आ।
Moreover, by harnessing the natural process of PQNK, these facilities play a vital role in cultivating crops in water-scarce regions. They contribute to soil regeneration and the production of nutrient-rich food at low cost, while also protecting against the contamination of harmful toxins. This dual benefit benefits both producers and consumers.